A priceless piece of mail that arrived at the Salt Lake City Senior Living Center. A letter written 70 years ago by a Marine who was serving during World War II.
This letter was addressed to the love of his life, who is still alive. And tonight, Dan Rascon takes us inside the story of this mystery letter and the woman it was sent to so long ago.
The letter was written in May of 1944 by Lieutenant David Bassler. It was for his sweetheart, Janie. Bassler has since passed away, but he suddenly came to life again, just as he was 70 years ago.
There they are.
Precious and priceless memories.
There are the letters.
Inside this metal filing cabinet. This is where 89-year-old Jane Bassler
These are letters from Dave.
keeps hundreds of letters she got from her late husband,
Dear Janie.
Lieutenant David S. Bassler Jr., during World War II.
14th of January, 1945. Christmas is really here.
David was a Marine.
Dear Sunshine.
Janie was a student at BYU.
Things have warmed up a little.
The two wrote every week during his 5 years of military service.
By the way, how old are you? That's good.
It was through these letters
All my love and kisses.
Dave and Janie fell in love. Did he propose to you through a letter?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
What did he say?
Well, he knew that I had another so-and-so on the hook.
When Dave returned, they were married September 9th, 1948.
This is a picture of when I was married.
After 52 years of marriage, Dave passed away. That was 14 years ago.
Hey.
But just last month, when Janie went to her mailbox, she got something inside that just about knocked her over.
There it was.
A letter from Dave, written May 8th, 1944.
It really made me miss him.
That's 70 years ago, and now suddenly it shows up in her mailbox.
I opened it this way, and I said, this letter's from Dave. And I could not believe it. So I went to the last page because I knew I'd know it there. And there he is. There's his initials, and it says, enough said. Love. That's the way he signed it.
The letter was not in its original envelope. It appeared someone had it and then put it in another envelope and mailed it off.
'Tis another beautiful and inspiring year in the old Marine Corps. I took the opportunity to write you a nice long letter.
A voice from the past.
If I can keep mentally awake long enough and find something to talk about.
Written at a time when love was spoken freely.
As it is spring, I naturally think about thoughts of love, romance, and all that nonsense. Really took a long time for me to get used to the idea that this was from Dave.
Who would have thought that here inside the Park Lane Independent Living Center, so there was no question when you opened it up?
No, I've had enough letters to know that that's the truth.
Janie would once again hear from her Marine sweetheart. One last time.
It was a good life. We had a good life together.
Janie uses her humor.
That's kind of a long time to wait. He might have missed me.
To try and understand this incredible discovery.
I thought, where is he? I couldn't believe that he was gone if he had written me a letter like that. Write soon. Enough said. Love and kisses, Dave.
The question now becomes, where did this letter come from? Because Janie didn't know and she didn't recognize a return address. Well, we tracked the letter down to a nephew. Apparently the letter had been sitting in a box in a storage room for years and wasn't found until recently, and then it was mailed off. Back to you guys.
Great
I love
story.
that story.
I'd like to think that he may have had something with getting that letter to her after all these years, even though the nephew had it and sent it through the mail.
True love never dies.
It's a good love story, that's for sure.
It is.